Good afternoon, esports fans. Joining us for week 5 of the fall season of the Play versus Rocket League High School League, part of the Mountain League here. Over 100 teams in the Mountain region competing. You're joining us live from Los Alamos, New Mexico. I'm Coach Hovde. I'm joined today by Coach Goodbody. How's it going, Coach Goodbody?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Excited to see this matchup. It's going to be a tough one.
Indeed. This is getting into the end of the Swiss bracket here, so all the matches should be very competitive at this point. Today, we're going to be facing one of the many La Cueva JV teams. I think there's 3 by my count in the Play Versus League. There might be more that I'm missing, but yeah, along with their very, very strong varsity roster, they have 3 JV teams, and we're going to be facing one of them that's has a 3-1 record today.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, they can sub in since they have so many players, so we'll see what their full roster is. We did a little bit of scouting, but we can't predict the future.
Exactly. It's always a little bit of a toss-up whether the rosters we scout the day before are going to hold up. There can be, changes up to 5 minutes or even within the match. So anyway, it's our best guess. So I already talked about the hybrid format here this season. This is week 5 of 7 of the regular season, so everyone's kind of angling for a playoff spot. At this point, we know the top 32 teams are going to be advancing to the playoffs after Thanksgiving, so I believe Los Alamos currently ranked number 11, so as long as we can keep that momentum going, we'll be in good shape. Obviously looking for a high seed. Let's take a look at the rosters here, since I think there might be a little bit of an early start. Coach Goodbody, you want to take a look at the Los Alamos lineup here so far?
Yeah, so we got Pizarro, Donovan De La Cruz. He's a SSL. He's definitely a mechanical player, and he's going to be pushing the limit on a lot of this. He's going to show some flashy plays. We got Henshina Reese Lovato. He is doing an awesome job going up for quick aerials, doing some passing plays, and he's one to reckon with when he goes and gets that ball on top of his car and controls it, because his possessions are dangerous. And then you got Dark Savior. This is Matt Haight. He's a gold player. He's been playing with mouse and keyboard, getting ready for going through all of his key bindings and everything, and he's been on target today with a lot of his aerials and his reads coming off the wall, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of a false alarm. Sorry about that, Coach Goodbody. The sounds you're hearing in the background here are just some warm-up plays, so I'll try to get those turned down.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I think we're still waiting for the opponents to log in here. I'm going to switch it over to the opponent lineup if you want to take a look at that as well while I get adjusted here.
Yep. Looks like we got 80 Duty. That's a champion player. He's probably going to be within the rank lineup that most of their JV team is going to be. Looks like they're pretty well rounded since they got multiple JV teams, and then they also have their varsity. So he's also going to be followed up by Killer 1528, which is in the Diamond region, and I'm sure he's probably fighting his way through. And we got Zeke Wilds. He's a platinum player.
Yep.
And then there's also is it Banch Juragan?
Yeah, so this is the first team I've seen where they have a bench player. So
okay,
Djaragan.
Yeah,
I'll say Djaragan. Oh boy,
yeah.
I hope they don't sub him in because that's a tough one, Coach Goodbody.
Yeah, we'll call him DJ for now.
DJ. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
it could be DJ
a
Aragon. DJ Aragon. Okay.
Way off.
Well, this is our best guess. It's a competition for us as well here to try to figure out the names sometimes. So overall, I think you did a good job, though.
Yeah, that's definitely a tongue twister.
All right, just a reminder here, check out our merch page. If you haven't got the merch yet, what are you doing? Merch supports the esports team directly. All the money, the proceeds from those sales from our skulls.com page go directly to the esports program. So make sure to check those out. Looks like we're going to be leaving this match, Coach Goodbody. I don't know if you ended up joining it or not. Okay. Coach Goodbody, you have the tumbler, I know. I got my jersey in finally last week.
Oh, nice.
So I have the white jersey. So the black jerseys shown here on the page are only available for the players only. So all of us civilians can get the regular white jersey, which is a similar pattern. It looks pretty slick, so I'm excited
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
And high grade material, it's definitely nice and thick, so you don't really feel too much wind blowing through them, but they breathe pretty well. And also you can get your gamer tag set on the back. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is. It is nice. Be sure to subscribe and follow. I don't suggest the follow button enough, but that's an easy one to do. Just click that heart at the bottom of your screen if you're on the Twitch page right now. So you can follow when we have our scheduled matches lined up for the week. We have a calendar that's pretty up to date, I would say. So overall, following the Twitch page is awesome and easy to do. If you want to support the team a little bit more, feel free to subscribe. Subscription is actually free if you have Amazon Prime, which I know a lot of folks up here on the hill do. Get that free subscription set up and follow the Secret City Esports page, and we get proceeds from that as well. Those all go directly towards the esports program. So that's awesome. All right, I think we're getting close here, Coach Goodbody.
Yep, just waiting for the Cueva to start joining in on the match. I think they're getting ready to gather their players, and the coach will get ready to hop in here soon.
Perfect. I'm gonna get the volume turned back up here, and I'll hop over to that screen shortly. In the meantime, make sure to check out our socials: Twitch, Facebook, Twitter.
Like we're leaving the match again.
Website.
Gonna have to reset.
Apologies, doing the production in the background here.
Yeah, no worries.
And I already mentioned the merch store, so yeah, check those things out, folks. Easy to support the team, especially on Facebook. We get a lot of traction, so good community building there happening at the moment.
And definitely Discord kind of gets you connected with some other players and other friends that are going to be around town. So if you're local, check out the Discord, and we should have that link down below as well.
Yeah, plenty of time for folks to join. Anybody from the high school is welcome to join, of course, the esports team as we move into spring season, where the majority of our gaming will take place. So plenty of time to still join in and join in on the spring season.
Speaking of gaming, kickoff has started, and they're off to a pretty rough start. I think winning favor in La Cueva for that kickoff there, and it's a little off on some of the comms.
Immediately punished, yeah. It's something we bring up over and over. Is kind of generally a slow start for the first minute or two of the first game here, and generally things will start to smooth out. But yeah, La Cueva taking advantage of that first blood goal here in game one. Looking at the rosters here, I'm not quite sure if I remember Funky SZN.
No, that's a different person. He's also established 2016, so he's a seasoned player. We'll see what his actual rank might be for his mechanics.
Right, and 80 Duty, we are ready for it. I believe he was the champ on the team. I don't know. We'll have to try to figure out what Funky is up to here, but... And then Killer 1528 certainly was on the roster that we were expecting as well. So just one wild card at the moment, Coach Goodbody.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what his game pace is and see what's going to be coming through. They're probably going to be butting heads with these higher level players pretty well.
Yeah, this is the first match for Matt, Dark Savior here. So a really good testing ground against a tough La Cueva JV roster here. It's going to be a good test to see where his head is at in terms of gameplay.
Great dunk by 80 Duty. He was able to block that shot coming in from Hinchina. He had it on bead, but he just got right in there and got a nice 50.
80 Duty able to clear it away. See if Hinchina can make a play on this. 80 Duty actually bringing a perfect pass. Looking right at Killer at the near post. Not sure who was back in goal. It looks like Poopy's not able to make a play in time. Really, really good heads-up play there by 80 Duty to get that ball down immediately to his teammate.
Yeah, good awareness.
The Los Alamos with a little bit of work cut out for them. Down 2 goals with just a minute and a half into the game. Plenty of time still, of course. See if Poopies can get warmed up here and make some solo plays or get some nice passes out to his teammates. unfortunately, the Los Alamos defense not really up to the task at this moment to get any of these stops in place. AD Duty doing the majority of the work, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, it currently shows him 2 shots, 1 assist, so he's putting in a lot of accuracy, 2 for 2.
Yeah, certainly carrying his side over here at the moment. See if Poopies can repay the favor here. Sheena with a nice 50 there. AD Duty gonna follow that up as expected. Now we see Poopies coming up. Gonna make a pass to the middle. Really nice gentle pass. Fortunately, Dr. Savior not quite in position in time to take advantage of that. Poopies getting a nice demo there on the pass option for AD Duty, which we've seen him do with high precision at this point. Killer with a little bit of a fast break here. Funky going for a redirect, and Hashina, really nice block there. I'm not sure if the shooter for La Cueva made a shot there or not. A little bit of a whiff there by Funky, and Hashina's going to have a fast break of his own, only one man to beat. Goes to the corner. Poopy's waiting for a pass in the middle. It's not going to happen. Dark Savior following it up, keeping the ball in play for the Los Alamos side. Poopy's, we've seen his accuracy on that upper corner yesterday, but so far, not quite there.
Like a lot of it's going to come down to who has some boosts, and looks like we're getting boost starved on Los Alamos half.
Yeah, certainly not very many holes in the La Cueva defensive side here. They've been making all the right plays. A little bit of a double commit there by Poopies. Matt's going to actually swing out to the middle. Not going to get there in time, though. And Sheena with a follow-up off the backboard. I don't know if anybody in the Los Alamos side is going to be able to be there in time. AD Duty also looking for a phantom pass there. Nobody home. Poopies now. Opportunity for a solo play. He gets one flip reset, but Funky is able to make that block just in time before Poopies can make a play on it.
Awkward ball just floating in corner, waiting for anybody to commit. Poopies coming in.
Couple of bounces there.
Momentum. Like the Cueva's pretty well stacked up on each other. Don't know who's going to be going for the ball or.
Yeah, we've seen a few mistakes this last minute or so from the La Cueva side, but Los Alamos not able to capitalize on them quite yet. Poopy's going up for another solo play. 2 players up for La Cueva, knowing he's a dangerous shooter. And 80's actually going to clear this easily. So 50 seconds left in this first game. It's almost running out of time if they want to start cutting down on this lead. It's going to be panic time right now. Gonna have to throw players forward.
Great touch. Keeping it into a safe corner, letting people grab some boost and go for an attack on this.
Ooh. He is able to read that far post pass. Really nice read to get up in the air. Los Alamos all pushed to the near post, unfortunately, on that defensive play, and Funky's is able to get there first. Really good eyes, again, by AD Duty. I don't know if that's his second assist of the game. Feels like he's had a ton of passes in that are super dangerous, and that's about going to do it for this game 1, unfortunately, for the Los Alamos side.
Seems to be that wild card is coming in pretty clutch for them. I think it's probably around champ to GC level. He's on target for whenever a pass is just floating his way, so we'll see a little bit more as his aerials start going up.
So a great start there by the La Cueva side with a strong 4-0 differential in that game 1. See if Los Alamos can shake the jitters out here a little bit and get some plays going, but really not a lot of opportunities, I would say. I guess the scoreboard shows 4 shots on target, but I don't know. I didn't see anything too dangerous out of that, Coach Goodbody.
No, I think a lot of it was covered pretty well. Seems to be that 2 people want to always cover whatever Poopies is doing for his aerial control, and maybe that might overcommit them and open up some gaps for some passing plays if he goes for a double tap but just has a pass instead of a shot.
A little bit of coaching going on here from Coach Stoney, taking the full time allotted, it seems like, to get the Los Alamos players in order here, but certainly some improvements to work on. A little bit of double commits I saw from Dark Savior and Hashina together, so they're going to have to work on a little bit of extra communication on making sure that somebody's always back here. But overall, I think the passing play out of La Cueva certainly trumped anything that the Los Alamos side was doing that game with 80 duty. Just like very accurate passing is what I was seeing.
Yeah, very dangerous. They kept possession majority of the game and kept it out of their half. And if it was in their half, they kept it into midfield really quick. So,
all right, so bounce back opportunity in game 2 here. Los Alamos need to get a game here in the next 2 in order to stay alive in this match. And as you were saying, you know, the boost starvation probably was an issue for Los Alamos, at least in the first half of that game. They were getting pushed pretty hard into their side, so hopefully they can remedy that a little bit better this game.
and sometimes they just need to have one person sell out, make someone go high, and let one person get a full accurate touch for a defensive touch. So we'll see if that's going to be one of their new plays coming out. Threatening shot coming through from Poopy's, just coming off the ceiling there.
Yeah, that's the first wide open shot we've seen from him in this series so far. I would say that he had a good opportunity at.
Yeah, he just hopped on about 15 minutes ago, so he didn't really get too much game time coming in. So we'll see him as he starts getting up to speed and gain that momentum in game.
Looks like we have an AFK at the moment. I'm not sure if there's a connection issue. Funky is sitting still at the moment. See if Los Alamos. Okay, looks like he's back. And Matt with a second great pass this game to the middle. Unfortunately, both shots have been off so far by both Poopies and Hinshina. But overall, really good awareness from Matt to keep those balls in play.
Yeah, he got a great 50 coming off that sidewall read there.
Poopies, again, a little bit off target. Like you said, probably just still warming up almost. He was only on a few minutes ago to get warmed up. Poopies with a nice clear. He will have an opportunity if Killer just takes a very, very light touch. Poopies with the follow-up past the middle. It's wide open for Hinshina. And finally, we see a goal out of the Los Alamos side with a really nice passing play by Poopies to follow that up and get a really, medium-paced ball to the middle. He's able to split all 3 defenders who were all facing the wrong way for the La Cueva side. So Los Alamos on the board here. That will hopefully gain a little bit of confidence. A little bit of miscommunication on the kickoff. Not sure who is supposed to be taking that kickoff for the Los Alamos side, but Poopies is able to turn around just in time, get that ball into safety. And Sheena now going up for a pass. Kind of the same ball we just saw from Poopies, but nobody there to take that shot. Poopy's going to take his time, go for an aerial solo play here. Really nice air dribble, and that's going right into the upper left corner. Great air dribble by Poopies there.
Yeah, he saw those 2 players just pushed up a little too far. 80 Duty wasn't able to get there quick enough.
You can see in the replay here, he kind of just takes his time to let that bounce happen.
Yep.
Right off the hood of his car. Right here.
Got like a pinch.
Yeah, no, there's not really a threat coming. He saw how much space there was and really takes advantage of the time there to make a nice solo play for himself. Matt going up
great touch.
Yeah, threatening ball, and Poopy's able to put one more away. I believe that's... No, not quite the hat trick yet. He had that nice assist to Hinshina for that first goal. A little bit of miscommunication and a misplay on the La Cueva side to not get that ball cleared sooner. Los Alamos extracting a little bit of revenge here from game 1, getting 3 goals of their own quickly in this match.
There was some great speed coming through on kickoffs. They're starting to go for speed flips here, and they're meeting pretty well with each other.
Yeah, I think there was that first miscommunication on, I think, the goal after the first, the kickoff after the first goal, and it looks like they cleaned that up, hopefully. There is the 4th goal for the Los Alamos side by Hinshina, taking advantage of a pass out to the middle by 80 Duty. His passing has been on point. Unfortunately, his teammate not able to... I think he just ran out of boost maybe to get up in time to get that pass, so Hinshina takes advantage.
I think you're correct. I mean, they've been running through and grabbing all those big boosts. I haven't been seeing too much padding going through on boost pads.
Yeah, so a little bit of misplay there. I think you're right about that. Tapping, Coach Goodbody. Sheena back. Go ahead.
80 Duty was trying to do whatever he could with it, but he was also low boost. You can see he just got one touch off of that, and he was already 0. It seems like they like to hold on to their boost until they make a play, and then they use their boost just to get back if it's a defensive rotation. So we'll see what happens as the game starts picking up on some pace.
Yeah, you're probably right, Coach Goodbuddy. I mean, knowing what Coach Tony is telling the players over that break, it's probably to speed up and make sure to push that third man forward a little bit more to keep the pace of play up a little bit higher. And I think they're probably listening to that. That'd be my guess.
And they're definitely keeping a nice third man to where he doesn't full sell out and go all the way out to mid. He's soft cheating up just in case there's a booming clear that comes out.
Sheena with the initial shot. Poopy's going to come off with a goal off that rebound to get him his hat trick that he was looking for. 80 Duty probably could have done a little bit better with that save. A little too many flips, I would say, there, and unfortunately puts it straight ahead. Try to get to one side or the other is probably the better play there. I think 80 Duty realized that in the chat with the great pass call out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So a little bit of fun happening.
At least they don't let it affect them. It just says no problem, brush it off, and go on to the next play.
A really comfortable 5-0 lead here in Game 2. A complete reversal of Game 1 where La Cueva had a 4-0 victory. So really not quite sure what to predict for Game 3.
And I just wonder, since they have multiple teams, I wonder who gets a lot of play time and if this is their most used roster or if they're going to start bringing someone else.
Oh, that's a really good point. Trying to understand how to handle so many good players on the La Cueva side is interesting, and how much they do mix and matching, I'm not sure, but overall, you know, their passing was extremely solid on the La Cueva side, Game 1, but I think Los Alamos maybe just picked up the pace there a little bit, is my guess, to push that Game 2 victory and able to solve that passing issue that was happening in Game 1.
Yeah. And I believe you're right, because if I remember correctly, they were pushed up a little bit too hard, at least with their first man, and second man wasn't close enough for that pass and got cut off. So maybe it's just the passing plays aren't as coordinated, or maybe it's just getting cut off by Los Alamos side. I don't know.
Overall, really
stats. Wow, 8 shots coming through from Poopies, man.
Yeah, he's putting a little pressure on himself there to get some goals in the back of the net for the Los Alamos side, and it certainly paid off there.
Get ready in this Game 3. Currently 1-1 in the series. Demo starting to pour out. That's the first one of the game, actually. Or actually of this whole series.
Yeah, I don't remember any other demos. There might have been one in Game 1, but I don't remember anything from Game 2. You're absolutely right. Let's see what adjustments that La Cueva comes out with this game. Looks like going for really tough aerials is the game plan based on that shot. That is turnaround. Poopies with a dramatic save there. Really good reaction.
Narrowly got there.
Yeah, Dark Savior unfortunately was turned around backwards and doesn't have any speed doing that. Here's a chance for Matt to go in. Unfortunately, Wave is able to push it to the side.
Seems to me like they're trying to go for solo plays instead of passing plays as a correction.
Yeah, it worked out so well for them the first game. I don't know why they would push away from that. I mean, we just talked about how Los Alamos maybe had solved that a little bit, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Double commit. Oh, actually triple commit going through on that defensive play, going to Poopy shot. And I wonder if they're all on low boost now, because I've been seeing everybody grabbing boost for Los Alamos side to try and boost starve them. And there's a great flick coming through from Poopies.
Yeah, a really patient touch there by Poopies. Waiting for just the right window, going for 1, 2, 3 fakes, plus a shot at the end. That's so hard to read when he's going to make that shot. And with his placement, I mean, that's a devastating shot to the upper half of the goal. Really nice play. Coach Goodbody, you know I love a good fake.
Oh yeah, you are the faking king. You always get me in every one match that we do, and I always sell out.
Nice pass in the middle there by 80 Duty, and unfortunately, neither La Cueva teammate able to put that away. A really good opportunity. 80 Duty able to make a solo play of his own. Poopy's trying to come back to make a save there, but unfortunately the ball was right in front of goal by the time he got back, and I think he pushed it in himself. Oh, yeah, I can't tell who got the last touch there. It wasn't Funky. It was either 80 or Poopies there. Bad kickoff there by Hinshina going for a speed flip. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get the second touch. Poopies is able to save that. Double commit by Hinshina and Poopies, I believe. And now Hinshina has to make a save. Poopies tries to control a little bit better and does. Beats 2 players. No boost to go for a nice aerial at this point, but Funky is going to push it back into the La Cueva backboard. Matt with a nice shot, or a nice pass instead up to the middle of the court. Still staying on this. La Cueva is able to push that away. Poopies with a punch out to the middle. Really dangerous fake there by Hinshina. Poopies is able to stay put and make that save. Pass out to the middle now for Dark Savior. 50-50 successful by La Cueva. Poopy's going to try to stay with this. Hinshina now rotating up. Unfortunately, with another whiff there. A little bit off his game right now, I'd say Hinshina. We need to get him a few passes in the middle, I think, to heat him up.
Great read by Matt there. Dark Savior coming through. He just saw that was going to be shot straight down. Couldn't get too much of an angle, but he boomed it. Getting a great clear coming out. What a save. Great pinch coming through from Poopies on that. Man, that was dangerous. It was coming to fast.
Last man back. Knew he had to make that save, and he gets there just in time. Oh, Matt with a great shot. Just off target. Poopy's coming in. See if he can make a second touch on the ceiling shot. Wow. Beats 2 players right at the net.
And was able to just somehow sneak it through or just force it. Goodness.
Not quite sure how.
Yeah, he forced it right through.
That was a bit of a read off that first player back for La Cueva, and suddenly the Los Alamos side with the go-ahead goal with 90 seconds left, and this is very problematic, Coach Goodbye, seeing that kickoff goal again after we've seen a couple problems already with kickoffs.
Yeah, I think unfortunately Dark Saber can't do a speed flip there, so he tried favoring towards center, but just not quite enough to be able to create 50 in.
Yeah, well, that will definitely be a talking point for intermission. Hopefully it's not costly to the Los Alamos side to give up an easy goal like that. Poopies gets 1 flip reset, not able to make second contact. La Cueva's going to clear this with only 1 man to beat here with Poopies. He is able to get that ball out and get it to the La Cueva side. 2 players now in position. Hinshina. I don't know what's going on with Hinshina today. It's a little unfortunate to see those couple of whiffs. Hopefully he can put a shot together here. Get that game winner is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, there's a great opportunity. It looks like Poopies is getting pretty physical, trying to bump 2 players, and Hinshina just narrowly missed.
Nice interception.
Ball read on a block.
Excellent.
Keeping the pressure up.
Oh, really unfortunate to get a bounce off the crossbar, but out of the goal. Hinshina going for a second block. I think able to just get a piece of it. Poopies now, open goal. Killer is able to swoop in from the side to make that save. Poopy's going for a second opportunity, 1 fake. Ooh, the second player in position. Almost a devastating fake again by Poopies. I love to see it. Alright, Poopies with a pass out to the middle is what it looks like. Actually, it's going to be on target. 80 Duty ready, though. And I think we're going to have an overtime game unless Hinshina can make a play here. Almost kept alive there by La Cueva, but suddenly we're in an overtime match. Really nice, Coach Goodbody.
Yeah. This is where it's going to come down to some nerves. See what Matt can do. Great control playing it to the corner here. He has plenty of boost to mess with. Poopy's going to follow this with 0 boost, try and collect a big boost here. Keeping possession with a great air dribble. Oh my goodness. Use that 100 in the tank. Oh goodness.
Wow. That's all I can say. Really nice to be able to pick up that boost. It was very timely.
And it's almost like he controlled gravity on that. Just great play. That's all I got for him. Wow.
Great play to finish that off.
Same stats as last game. He had 8 shots on net.
Goodness.
And much more pressure coming through from La Cueva as well. They had 6 shots from 80 Duty and 2 from the other Killer and Funky. And man, they just didn't have those passing plays coming through. It was just one person full committing, and sometimes a double commit would come through.
Yeah, Poopy's really controlling that match. I know we saw opportunities from Hinshina, hoping to see him get on the scoreboard here. But yeah, he's had a couple opportunities where it's just, you know, a little bit in front or a little bit behind the ball that's coming into the middle. Passes actually overall pretty good coming in from all 3 players, I would say, from the Los Alamos side. Only thing to watch out for is see if Matt and then Sheena can get on the other end of the scoreboard here in this game 3. So Los Alamos on match point here, winning 2-1 at this point after losing the initial game. Have come back with two strong games, 1 blowout and 1 overtime game. So overall, the variety of matches have been really nice in terms of scoreboard output. And there we see the inaugural goal for Dark Savior himself.
Just one to start off. Poopy's got bumped off of that double tap there, and he read that very well off the backboard.
Apologies to the cast. I had it on the scoreboard for the inaugural goal, so I'll have to go back to the replay and capture that goal for Matt. Unfortunately, I apologize to everybody.
I'm sure with it just being the start of his career, he's going to have many more to come here.
Absolutely.
But great way to kick it off with a team play there.
Yeah, awesome team play. Poopies with a very difficult
tight angle shot. Wow.
Matt feeling it. Really nice
Keeping
touch
up
off the
the
backboard.
pressure.
Yep. So you can backflip that in.
Oh my goodness. What a redirect right here.
I got that one.
Oh my goodness.
I got that one, Coach Goodbody.
Oh man.
I'm not saying I called it, but I kind of did.
Oh man, that was amazing.
He's feeling it. He wants that hat trick now that he's on the scoreboard here.
Whatever he does, just don't change your car design. We've seen that play out.
All right, Poopies with another dangerous shot. A great pass. There's Hinshina. Unfortunately,
full commit coming through.
It's that unlucky bounce, but he did make contact with a dangerous shot this time. That's a good thing to see. Cueva now with a little bit of pressure. Killer's going to follow this up. Poopies is going to push it out, though. One player up for La Cueva is going to miss. Poopy's waiting for a boost here. Killer's going to come in with another touch. Kind of directly to Dark Savior, unfortunately. So, 80 duty now. We've seen his passing in full form game 1. Not able to make a super effective touch there. Poopy's now going up. Not able to make the fake this time. Dark Savior with a really dangerous shot, but 80 duty is able to clear it away. And Sheena now past the middle, nobody home. Poopy's the last man back. See if he can make a nice solo play here. A little bit of fake out by the La Cueva side to distract Poopies, I think, from that double touch. And Dark Savior with a critical miss there. He's going to go for the save, and he gets it.
He gets it.
Oh.
Wow, what speed.
Coach Goodbody, sometimes you panic a little bit when you make that miss and get inspired. And he does make that
goodness.
save.
And a breakaway from that. Wow. Unfortunate touch by 80 duty there, just popping it up. He thought he was going to try and play it to his own corner.
Yeah, that was quite the 2-goal swing there, going from a shot right on the goal line being saved by Dark Savior to...
What a touch from
wow.
Henshina there. Speed flip coming through, and he was able to kill that ball for himself there on that 50. Get a tap right around that second defender and let it roll in.
AD Duty, unfortunately, just making a miss on that, but really nice solo play there by Henshina. Not quite halfway into this game with Los Alamos having a 4-goal differential at this point. Looking very strong, and there we do see the recovery by La Cueva. Good to see that. I think it's another pass play by AD Duty to be expected. Poopy's just not quite getting a rebound off that back wall, and Funky able to be in the right spot at the right time to make that read and get a strong shot into the bottom of the goal.
Seems like many of these kickoffs are starting to favor Los Alamos, whatever they did for their changeup, or maybe they just got the nerves shooken out and they're starting to make great contact and get the first possession.
Yeah, they got the sticks warmed up, Coach Gabati.
Yep. And here goes a solo play coming through.
Coast to coast shot. Able to get one flip reset, but not enough boost to finish the job.
Dangerous ball cleared by Poopies there. Great read by him. Beating one player, seeing if he can have a teammate come and follow it up, and Sheen is going to take control here.
Tina gets intercepted by Killer. The second win by Funky is going to be dangerous for the Los Alamos side. Killer with a nice pass. I take that back. The pass is a little bit too strong off the backboard there. 80 Duty now. Nice 50. Poopy's missing. Killer missing. 80 Duty going up for a second time. Gets intercepted by Dark Savior, and Poopy's going to go for a shot on target here. See if La Cueva gets back in time. They do. Just in time. 80 Duty going up for a shot to the... past the middle, rather. Poopy's beating one.
Oh,
flip reset.
Goodness.
Flip reset.
Man, that touch went right over that first defender there, and he was able to collect it underneath him on the other side.
Look at that. That's
what control.
Not expecting to see that backwards flip on that flip reset. Really nice play there by Poopies to stay in control there. I will never be able to make that in a million years.
There's always something new coming out, but man, you have to learn on the fly, especially with mechanics like that.
Wow, what a shot.
Dark Savior with a great pass. Little hard. Bounced off that bottom corner and just rolled outward. Poopy's not able to read that one quite too well.
Cueva with a really nice team play there to beat Poopy's a couple times. Beats Dark Savior there once. Poopy's going up for a block. 80 Duty, we know his passing prowess.
He was low boost trying to get back and couldn't have anything to 50 with, so he just went for a backflip and that's all he had.
So 45 seconds left here. Cueva on the verge of being defeated 3-1. They're going to have to make some plays here. Here's an opportunity for Killer. Not able to make a shot quite quick enough to beat the Los Alamos defense. Really close to goal there. Poopies with really nice angle. Killer going to boom it away. And Sheena pushes it safely to the side, but now Los Alamos has a little bit more work to do. Poopies with a nice interception. Funky puts it straight down, but there's 3 players back for Los Alamos at this point. They're going to be able to make that save and break free from that La Cueva pressure in this last minute here. And I think they're just going to run out of time.
Man, that was a great adjustment that Los Alamos had made. Just was able to collect themselves and get back into it, and they made a full return to a great presence.
Yeah, really nice turnaround, as you said, Coach Goodbody. Overall, great adjustments by the coaching staff, I'm assuming, and the players themselves to get those kickoffs figured out. So both good things to see after a tough game 1.
And great start off by Dark Savior, just coming through and keeping up that pressure. You can see he has 2 goals and he had 4 shots, so great accuracy coming through, especially for him.
Yeah, nice to see Henshina and Dark Savior both getting on the scoreboard in that last game, since they had a little bit of a slow start, I would say. And yeah, apologies again for missing the inaugural Dark Savior goal in that fourth game rather. But we did catch his really nice backflip that he was ready
Redirect.
for. That
Man,
was a really nice touch.
that is definitely one to remember there. He's going to clip that and be like, yep, this was my first game. Just wait until you see my next.
Absolutely. See if I can grab a couple replays here. I'm hoping I can grab that that flip reset from Poopies here. We'll see if I can get lucky here. Give me 1 second.
And I think much of the plays coming through from La Cueva just started crumbling under the pressure. They didn't quite have those connections going through for those passing plays that first game had. Seemed 80 Duty might have been making some mistouches on defense as well. But that's what happens when the game pace starts picking up and it just keeps on going off your backboard. It puts you in an awkward position.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right. Fingers crossed here, Coach Goodbye. Let's see if we can transition to a replay. It looks like I might have missed that one, unfortunately. Let's check the next one. Oh, that
no
was
worries.
the Henshina solo play there, actually, off the kickoff. So that was a really nice play to secure the 4-0 lead in game 4 there, rather. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Poopies here. There it is. From a distance. One flip reset. That flip reset with his back bumper. Really, really beautiful. I have to go back and get the player perspective from him on that one. But yeah, definitely a highlight reel worthy goal.
Definitely.
So that will wrap up week 5 here for the Play Versus Fall League. Los Alamos actually going to move to a 4-1 record and give La Cueva, at least the JV squad we were facing today, the La Cueva JV white team, their second loss of the season. But overall, good quality play by all players across both teams here.
Yeah, it was a great game to see as they're going into the midway of the season, and I'm sure we'll see them in the playoffs with the passing plays that they had and also the roster that they have. It's a pretty well-built roster that they can produce.
Yeah, a lot of potential there. You saw in the first game, particularly those passing plays were just devastating to, kind of a mixed Los Alamos roster in terms of having the highest of the high level players, along with some newbies. But Los Alamos pretty impressive getting that chemistry put together in the following 3 games there. I think the communication improved definitely over time.
I think you're right on that, and great job on doing all those highlight captures, man. It was one after another because they were just pouring through on that.
When it rains, it pours. Sometimes when Poopy starts to get a few touches linked together, he's pretty much an unstoppable force. And we saw that particularly in the last 2 games there. All right, Coach Goodbody, thanks for the match, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys. Thank you.